Jesus, one love, God bless. I am here and I am back. I've been on this bitch in a long time. E3 don't went on, it's calm and gone. And there's a whole lot of bullshit in those YouTube streets. There's a whole lot of bullshit in those Twitter streets. There's a whole lot of bullshit anyway. But before I do all that, shout out to the love of my life, Jennifer and Chica Ravana from Manila. Much love to her, her daughter, her son, and her whole family. Shout it out. I must say, Miss Aisha, please be more careful. You won't give your poor mama a heart attack. No more motorcycles, please. Anyway, I'm here today to talk about some real shit, good people. Oh, let me turn off that air conditioner. No, fuck that. I gotta leave my air conditioner on. I wish I could minimize the sound of that, but I can't. But anyway, okay. First thing I want to tell you is that my girlfriend put me up on this Spanish show from Colombia called El La Sleva Blanca, right? So I'm like, huh? I ain't never heard of this shit. So she uses my Netflix in the Philippines. I use it right here. My mama uses it. I don't give a fuck who uses it, as long as I can use it when I want to use it. Now, I started watching this show. I'm gonna give you the gist, good people. And I've never ever sat down and watched nothing in Spanish. Let me tell you something, people. Spanish people, even black Spanish people, because there were black Spanish people in this month. Them brothers and sisters of the Spanish lingo, they have such passion. It is so much motherfucking passion. Good Lord. Now, give you the gist of the story, right? So, this is not what got me, but this is one of the things that got me, and I couldn't stop watching it. It is like 68 episodes or 62 episodes on this bitch. I'm up to 35. I've been watching them all goddamn day. Okay, so the story is of a family in Colombia. They are a slave-rich family, kind of like the Southerns are slave-rich families, right? So, it's racism there, but it's different. And I can't describe how it's different, but it's different. And they racist as shit, but they racist differently, right? So, well, there's a couple of things that happen that warm my heart, but I'm gonna get to that too before I get into this video game shit. So, it starts off, the little girl is a baby. And Tomas, I love Tomas. I love Miguel. I love a lot of these characters. Some of their names I cannot pronounce. So don't cut my throat, Spanish people. I'm not hating on your language or nothing. It gave me a newfound respect for the culture of black Spanish people, white Spanish people, Serena Spanish people, all you Spanish people. Gave me a much more respect. Okay, number 2. Okay, so they're in slavery times, and they want to end slavery. We call the room of the womb. So if you are a slave, when you turn 18 years old, they're supposed to free you. And they wasn't freeing niggas, they were killing them. Including, they were importing illegal slaves. So, you know, if they was on some bullshit. Nevertheless, it was on some bullshit, okay? So, Tomas had got his freedom. And he wanted to free his beautiful wife and his beautiful daughter. Man, his daughter is, oh my God. You know what? I tell you right now, the people that make Black Panther need to find the girl that plays Tomas's first daughter. She belongs on Black Panther. No lie. The girl is the beautiful, smooth, man, the girl is bad. But anywho, so they got to this thing, right? So the guy who was the leader of his particular plantation was going to set Tomas free, and later he wants to free the family, and that's how I thought the story was going to go. That's not how it goes. So when the master of this particular plantation, Don Cortez, went to the authorities to out these people for doing illegal slavery, the other guy, I forget his name, I can't pronounce it, but don't, like I said, don't cut my throat. He went and burned the farm down, and the man he sent, Gonzalez, so cliche, murdered the mother and father. But in the story, before you get that far, the mother who was taking care of her, Rosita, she sung this song, this black woman, sung this song in Spanish. And maybe I never listened to Spanish before. I'm a 41-year-old man, so okay, I don't pay attention to everything. I'm very fucking American. I'm sorry, I just am. But I heard the song in Spanish, and I cried. I couldn't understand what the fuck she was saying. I'm like, why am I crying? And she sung the song again, and I couldn't again understand any words she was saying, but I felt it. I'm like, why am I feeling this? And every word she said, that she was singing Rockabye Baby, but the way she sung it fucking affected me. So it came up to the point where the guy took the revenge and killed Victoria's family. That's her name. Her name is Victoria. Victoria Cortez. Victoria became a very beautiful young lady, but before we get there, her family was murdered. And the man, Gonzalez, told the black slave lady, if I ever see you two again, I will kill you both. Even though he was an evil motherfucker, his conscience was eating at him. For the slavery shit, probably, you know how a person becomes a mean dog and just evil? It's because they have done so much bullshit. This was happening to Mr. Gonzalez. That he had done so much bullshit to slaves and other people that it started to eat him up on the inside. And you could see it on his face. So, moving right along. And here's another thing. Now, some of these people in this show look like white people. Some of these people look like mixed. I got some relatives that look just like some of these people that say they white. I'm like, you white, nigga? You white? Nah, nigga, you ain't white. You high yellow. You ain't white. You got nice hair, but you ain't white. But anyway, that's just another story. Now, I can show you some pictures like my niece Brittany. She could be called a Latina, but she's not. She's black. But moving forward, let's move on. Including her brother Brandon. He also look like a Hispanic. But you know what he looks like now? He look like a little Jewish man. Can't you not? He look like a little Jewish man. He looks Jewish. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that gene pool that he come from, but I'm 100% Negro. So anywho, the girl is rescued by her slave mother. And she raised her in an African way. So when they made it, there's an escaped slave colony in the country of Colombia. And the government is looking for it, but this comes a couple of episodes later. So she gets raised up there, and they escape there, and all the slaves that could survive make it to this place. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a nice place. And the guy who killed the mother and father of Victoria also had he had some chocolate thunder going on. He loved this black girl, right? So she ran away to find them at the slave place too, right? And the guy that led the slave place was the father of the other girl. I don't want to explain it the right motherfucking way. I'm trying. So, the other slave girl made it there, right? And she was pregnant with the child of her slave master. And she wanted to get rid of him. And also the community felt like the little girl brought what they call the white spirit with her. That means white people will come looking for them, just to find this one white girl. And I'm going to tell you something right now. They might say like, I'm going to put it out there. White women got their ass kicked in this show. I mean, that's some ass kicking on some white women. The white men beating the holy hell. I'm like, God damn. You know what? I'm telling you something. This is why I see some of the white girls end up with the black slave guys, if you pay attention, because they getting their ass kicked just like the niggas. For real. There was this one girl who they murdered who was one of my favorite characters, and they cut her fucking throat, and I was fucking pissed off, and I was kind of happy that bastard that did it got his ass stabbed in the stomach. But anyway, he cut her throat. I'm like, yo, I love this girl. She's so beautiful. She was so headstrong. She was so, but I liked her character. Let me say that. But this is on Netflix. And so the story moves forward. I'm not going to blow all the episodes out the water, but the gist is they live in a slave village. Now, there was a little bit with her. She was like, why can't I learn like they learn? And the black girl told us that you are not a daughter of Africa. And the slave mother took her daughter to the side, who she raised. She loved this little girl like she had gave birth to her. And in some ways, even when she was a baby, she was closer to the black people that was raising her than the white people she was born to. And it was kind of weird, but I kind of understood it, you know? So they gave her an African name, and they connected her to the African spirits. And I didn't think that was possible. But in a way, if you pay attention, because I couldn't understand every word they were saying, they would put the subtitles up so fast, but the subtitles said the ancestors basically accepted her, and she started to follow our ancestors, right? Black ancestors from Africa. Okay, so going forward, her and Miguel were kids at the time. Miguel, handsome young man, she's a beautiful girl, and he accepted, said, I feel so different. He said, listen, you are beautiful. And that's a thing that we as black people, or people who come to this society and live in a society that is dominated by lighter skinned people. Listen, we all motherfucking human, alright? We all motherfucking human beings. But when you are dominated in a society that promotes a certain kind of skin color, even hair texture to a certain extent, they don't really concentrate on the hair, but their hair means shit too. At least here. And the way it is, like how it was a microcosm about her growing up with black people for the first 12 years of her life, and how good the black people treated her outside of a couple of incidents, as opposed to later in life when she got kidnapped and taken to Europe, and then she came up in Spain. She fucking hated Spain. It's cold and shit. She wasn't used to it. And that's why I say to people, when you, like your ancestors may come from this part of Europe or this part of Africa or that part of Asia, but truth be told, if you are an American, you are a United States of American citizen, and that's exactly what the fuck you are. If you've been raised here, this is all you know. And Colombia is all she knew, and I respected that. Okay, so I'm not going to talk no more about the show, but all I will say is there's a lot of things that happen, and I cried a couple of times. And this here has actually made me, like, when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to start this show from the beginning. And I'm going to listen to every single episode, because as much as I was watching it, she said C, right? That means yes, right? I didn't hear C, I heard yes. I'm like, what, did I just hear yes? I had to rewind the shit back. And I was like, hold up. I'm starting to, I can't speak the language, don't even get it twisted. I'm not going to be able to speak the language like that. But what I'm learning is, Spanish is hellified easy to learn. But I'm after one day, I'm starting to hear the language of Spanish really easily. And for that reason, I want to learn Spanish now. I'm already learning Tagalog. And I'm trying to learn Ethiopian. Ethiopian is a tough language. Good Lord, that language hard as hell. But I want to learn it. They're like, you need to learn Chinese. No, nigga, I ain't learning Chinese. Unless I need to. And I ain't needed to right now. So, going forward, I would say it's a great show. Anybody who watched La Slaca Blanca, On the cover, there's a black guy kissing a white girl, and she's beautiful. I'll be honest though, her chubby friend, the chubby Spanish girl, she fine as fuck too. And the black girls are here. Good Lord, there is some beautiful black Latina girls. There's some beautiful chicks. I can't even front. But that's all I'm going to say about the show. Now, let's move into the video game streaks thing. Let's move into video game streaks thing. And thank you, my baby Jennifer. You pointed out. You have opened. See, you know what? I think, to be honest, for us as Americans, and I'm going to say this, it's time for us to really start to learn about the people around the world. The world is more than America. The world is more than just certain points on the map that's in Europe. The world is Eastern Europe. The world is the whole and fucking entire continent of Africa. The world is Central Asia, East Asia. The world is Latin America, the Black Caribbean. It's all of that. It's all of that. And we don't know none of that. I mean, honestly, for the longest time when I was a kid and I was black, I thought black people in this hemisphere was in Jamaica and America. That black people all the way in South America. And the fucked up thing about it, which makes me feel bad as a human being, is that it's how much they don't educate us on nothing. We don't know shit. You know what? Be honest with you. I know a lot of you motherfuckers are going to say, no, that's not true. Listen, how many of you motherfuckers growing up knew Egypt was in Africa? They talked about that motherfucker like it was off the coast of Europe. For the longest motherfucking time, you talked about Egypt like it wasn't even in Africa. But it ain't even just about Egypt. When I'm gonna go on a little diatribe and I'm gonna leave this shit alone. Africa is more than Egypt for black people, okay? We try to attach ourselves to the pharaohs and shit. We are attached to it. We ain't gotta try to. There were black pharaohs. Oh, there was never no, man, you better get your ass the fuck out of here. That's motherfucking Africa. So please, stop it, my Arab brothers and sisters, my white brothers and sisters. There were black pharaohs. It even says it in history there were black motherfucking pharaohs. Ramses the Great was black as the ace of motherfucking spades. I know, like, no, that's not true. Yeah, it's true. But then I learned that there's another Sphinx in Africa, in Niger, in Zinti. There's more pyramids in what was Nubia, called Meroe, and Kush than there ever was in Egypt. And they're different pyramids. There's pyramids off the coast of Africa on 2 islands. They found another fucking pyramid of another part of Africa. I'm like, God damn, this pyramid's all over Africa. But that's not just about pyramids. There was all kinds of empires and countries that we don't even know about. We don't even know about because in America they didn't teach you anything about it. And you know nothing about it because they're not going to, because they want you ignorant. Moses is Charlton Heston. Jesus is this other white man. This is some of the most pack-a-lack of bullshit I've ever seen in my life. I can't wait till a black bitch play Queen Victoria or a Hispanic girl play Queen Victoria. You're going to see an outrage. Motherfuckers got mad with a black dude for to play James Bond. Really? I thought race don't matter. That shit matter a whole lot to a lot of motherfuckers. Don't get it twisted. Now, over to the video game thing. Oh yeah, like I was saying, we need to learn about the Spanish people in the world because they're not the same as the people that come from Spain. We need to learn about the people in the world that come from Africa and Europe and other places. Instead of all we know about is England, fucking France, and Germany. And we only know bad shit about Germany. When I grew up, all I knew about Germany was the goddamn Nazis. German history is way bigger than the Nazis. That was Germany before Hitler, believe me. There actually were 5 to 6 German states. There wasn't the same fucking country until Bismarck came around. But that's another story. Let's move forward. Let's talk about E3 motherfucking 3. Okay. As a gamer, right? I'm a gamer. Games to me now are more important than movies. I'm being frankly honest when I say that. Games to me are more important than movies, right? I talked about Detroit Become Human a couple of times, right? And I haven't played the game, but I watched the walkthrough. Yo, if you don't cry a little bit, you ain't fucking human. Tears gonna come out of your eyes, especially when the storyline hits you really hard with Marcus and Alex. But there's a storyline part with Connor too, with the Android 2 girls. That right there made me cry as well. So I cried 3 times. Don't call me a bitch, but I cried 3 times on the video game. And the game has to mean something to me. So let's talk about this E3 and who they said won. Overwhelmingly, people are saying Microsoft won because they showed more. Now, if you take that into account, they talked about Microsoft showing more games than Sony showed than Nintendo showed. Okay? They had a lot of games on their stage. Lots. But the funny thing about that is that every game they show can be played on a PlayStation and a PC, except for Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Once again, my niggas, Halo, Gears, and motherfucking Forza. Now, listen, you buy what the fuck you want to buy. You play what the fuck you want to play. But good Lord, people, how long are you going to be sucking this cock of Halo, Gears, and Forza? Now, Xbox side. Now, look, I'm telling you what I did, right? I was on the internet, on Twitter, and I said it outright. I said, if you want to say presentation, this is why I need to fucking stop. Real talk, I need to fully fucking stop saying shit on Twitter, because niggas bite me like a dog bite a nigga in the middle of the night in a bad hour. Let me tell you what happened, right? Oh, I'm going to give y'all some examples, right? I remember I put on Twitter that Xbox has a base of between 10 to 25 million, and PlayStation has a base between 40 to 50 million. Everything on top of that is cake, right? This motherfucker bit the shit out of what I said. These are casuals. Wait a minute. This motherfucker said word for word what the fuck I said and used it. It ain't shit I can do because I don't got a YouTube channel. He used word for word what I said. Now, right now on Twitter, right now on a lot of places on the internet, right? I went on Twitter and said that Anthem is, what is it? And it's not Halo. What's the other fucking game? Destiny. I said Anthem is Destiny and Monster Hunter mixed together. That's exactly what the fuck it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like. And also another word I used, I said, it looked like another generic shooter. Let me tell you something. Now, look, for Craig Harris, I love Craig Harris. I didn't care if he used it. For my boy Kratos, I didn't care if he used it. But some of you other niggas, see, I pay homage when I see a motherfucker say something. I be like, you know, this nigga right here, or this sister right here said that. You niggas bite everything like a motherfucking dog. Real talk. It's too bad we can't, what you call it, monetize what you say. Not monetize, but get a patent on saying shit. Cause nigga don't stole shit. I don't say it a bunch of times and put it out there like they don't say it. What the fuck? Nigga. Anywho. So, E3 was like this, right? Microsoft showed multi-platform games. Alright? Am I buying Cyberpunk? Day one. What am I buying it on? PlayStation. Okay. Am I buying Battlefield 5? Yeah, I am. Day one. What am I buying it on? PlayStation. Am I buying Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Yes, I am. Day one. What are you buying it on? PlayStation. There was no motherfucking point in showing what they showed. Am I buying Kingdom Hearts 3? Day one. PlayStation. See, I can understand if you show things, but here it is, right? I'm not telling you to buy what you want to buy. But these are the same motherfuckers. Quote out Sick Humor TV, you 100% right, my nigga. These are the same motherfuckers that turn around and say, I play the multiplats on the Xbox One S and Xbox OG, even though the PlayStation versions were better. Now these same motherfuckers turn around and say, I play all my multiplats on the 1X because it plays the multiplats better. Motherfucker, why did you play all the multiplats on the PlayStation? Because it played the bitches better. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. Shout out to Sick Humor TV. That's one of the realest niggas on fucking YouTube. All you niggas need to go subscribe to Sick Humor TV. Let me tell you who a couple people you need to subscribe to. Subscribe to Foxy Gamers UK, a real brother. I'm not gonna say nigga to you, Foxy, because you might get offended. Because you know here in America we use that N-word a lot. Even black people don't. Even those who ain't black use it. That's a real guy, Foxy Gang. Sick Humor, real nigga. Craig Harris, real grown ass black man in the green motherfucking chair, real brother. Kratos, a real brother. Some people I don't like, I ain't gonna mention no names. I like Ryan the Professional. I like Luca. Love Luca. Luca's funny. All motherfucking day, that nigga's funny as shit too. Next Gen 720, funny nigga. Hard 8 times, cut good, funny ass nigga. Weapon Wheel Podcast, suck like a motherfucking dick now. They terrible. That's so fucking awful. That shit is bad. No disrespect. No disrespect. I'm gonna tell you something right now, BG. If you can hear this podcast, then I'll be this little live stream I'm doing, my nigga. If you lose Jack Move, you gonna lose all your fans, man. Cause I'm being honest, you kept Kid Smooth. No disrespect. Kid Smooth is the most boring. This nigga, it's like you niggas traded away your best player for somebody's scrub. You kept fucking Kid Smooth and got rid of Hard 8. I know Hard 8 could be an asshole and all that other shit to you, but the nigga was funny and he made your show better. It's just like when I tried to watch an episode of BTST and Next Gen 720 wasn't on it. That show was boring as shit. Without certain people on certain podcasts, that shit ain't watchable. It's like having french fries with no ketchup and salt. That shit ain't gonna go down good. It's gonna taste like cardboard cutter. That's what your show has become. It's become cookie cutter and boring. Now, off of that, back to E3. I'm sorry. I always get sidetracked. I don't mean no disrespect. God damn, the weapon wheel don't fell off. That shit was must-see TV for me, boy. Anyway, so let's go back to E3. So, Microsoft showed a lot of games. They also bought some studios. RRP to Ninja Theory. Real talk, man. Y'all niggas is stupid as fuck. Y'all niggas are stupid as fuck. I didn't say stupid. I said y'all niggas stupid as fuck. RRP to you. Because I don't give a fuck what Microsoft said. Oh yeah, sign a check. Sign your life away. We're going to let you get all kinds of creative freedom. Okay, the first thing we want you to do is make a multiplayer game. Make it 5-player co-op. And put loot boxes all over that bitch. Well, Phil, we were trying to make a massive open world single player game. We ain't into that shit. You done sold your soul. See, you know what? Tell you the definition of a hoe. Any woman can sell her body, but only a hoe would sell a soul. And that's what Ninja Theory did. Real talk, I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say. Oh, y'all fanboy, y'all don't know what Microsoft do to game companies. They fuck them up. Fuck them up. So, but that's another story. I'm off of that. Anyway, so I watched Microsoft. I'm going to go over all the conferences real quick. Nintendo, dog shit. EA, garbage. Square Enix, what the fuck are you on stage for anything? Please stop. Ubisoft, I like Assassin's Creed. Rest of it, garbage. Is that it? PC, cat shit, dog shit, mixed with piss shit. That's just it's funky, baby. That shit was awful. Now let's go over to the big boys. There's only 2 big boys in the whole thing. The rest of the conferences were pretty bad outside a couple of games that you want to get from each one. If you're into the Division, God help you. I ain't buying that shit again. That shit has no soul. It has no soul. Now, the conference. Microsoft showed a lot of games, but all it did, like Sick Human TV said, real talk, you just showed everything everybody gonna play on everything else. Now, I hear these assholes say, Sony's losing goodwill in the media. Are you that hard up to try to beat Sony, my niggas? Try to be the best company they need to be. You niggas are sad. It's like you rooting for your man to get the job. Is you fucking these motherfuckers? Are you getting KY jelly in your booty hole and letting these niggas screw you? Why you caking so hard for these niggas? Man, I'm gonna tell you about this motherfucker that be on Next Gen 720 show. His name is DRM. Whatever his name is. He's like, they kind of mean shit to me. I got a PC. You know, he sound like the nigga that don't got his nuts squeezed in. Somebody really should have choked his throat instead of his nuts. That's when he's one of them motherfuckers right now. He always sound like that. So what that supposed to mean? Nigga, why you say you not caking for Microsoft? You caking for Microsoft hard as fuck. I mean, this coming don't mean nothing to me. I got a PC. Okay, you got a PC. Let me show you something, right? I'm gonna tell you one of the realest niggas I listen to from time to time. His name is Black Bun. Black Bun is a PC nigga, right? He's not masquerading as a Sony nigga, but you know, he's not masquerading as a PC nigga, but he's really a Sony nigga, right? Black Bun is a PC nigga. The Red Dragon is a PC nigga. What you are is just courting on crack. I got a PC. I don't give a fuck what they come and do. But soon as somebody say something negative about Microsoft, wait a minute. What these guys? What you gonna play it on? I can't play that clack. What the fuck? What's wrong with this nigga? It's like somebody squares his nuts. What they should have squared his throat. I'm just saying. They should have squared this nigga's throat and not his nuts. But anyway, moving on. Let's go on to the rest of the conference. Cyberpunk didn't show no gameplay, so it really is like a scratch to me. Maybe it's great, I don't know. But it really didn't show anything. And the rest of Microsoft's show was a whole bunch of multi-plats that really didn't interest me. Devil May Cry didn't interest me. I was never a real big DMC fan. I'm really a Resident Evil nigga. I've always been a Resident Evil nigga, but we get to that in a minute. So overall, I said the presentation of this show on Microsoft was a pretty good show. And they had the best conference. I'm admitting fact. They had the best conference, but they have no games. So, for me, you get a W on performance, L on entertainment. No, let me flip that around. You get a W on entertainment, but you get the L on performance. I'm going to tell you why. It's a real pretty game that at 30 frames a second. That's what Microsoft's show was. You had no games, but you had a pretty good conference. Let's move on over to Sony. Let me say this. Sony's conference, when they did that shit in that hall, was terrible. I even said it to him like, damn, that was terrible. This is terrible. And you got my girl, Red Infamy, standing up, man. I love me some Red Infamy. I ain't mentioned everybody who I love, I watch on YouTube. But Red Infamy is another strong, beautiful sister who looks like she's from Colombia too. Real talk. Anyway, I'm just joking. I don't know where that girl from. Anyhow, moving forward. So, I just felt like it was like here nor there. It's nothing. It's not a good show. It wasn't a good show as far as their presentation goes. So whoever's doing their presentation, you need to let that person know, like, look, we're going to have a good show next year at E3 because we're going to debut our PlayStation 5, which is coming next year at E3. The PlayStation 5 is coming out next year. Get your ass an HDR10 television, because you're going to need one, nigga. Anyway, so moving forward, that's what it was. The presentation was terrible, but the games but the games, my nigga, but the games, my nigga, but the games. Let me tell you something. These games are a pretty chick with a beautiful shape and a nice ass. And she's smart. see the whole package and a bag of chips on the side. These what these games were. Now, I'm not going to say anything about Death Stranding because I don't know what Kojima's doing with Death Stranding. All the dude was doing was walking around. Maybe he's showing an engine. Maybe it's a different kind of game. I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing negative about it because Kojima don't never really show what you really going to do in the game. And that's fine. We'll figure it out when he wants to release it. And will I buy it day one? I sure the fuck will. I'm PlayStation through and through. If you want to call me a fanboy, if you want to call me a dick rider, so what? That's what I be. I'm a PlayStation nigga. Like you an Xbox cocksucker. It's okay. I's a pony. Nigga, we ain't no ponies, we stallions. Anywho, back on over to it. So, let's go over the 3 main games, including my favorite, Resident Evil. You can keep that damn Neo 2. I ain't playing that shit. That shit too hard. Listen, nigga, let me tell you something. I played the shit out of Dark Souls. I've beaten Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. I've beaten Bloodborne. I can't beat I can't beat Neo. Neo is not hard. Neo's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible. That shit is on a whole nother level hard. That's a hard dick with a big ass side. That motherfucker's hard. That's what the fuck it is. Now, let's go over since I've just mentioned the 2 games that's to the side, let's mention, and also, I'm going to give you an honorable mention. This is another game I like, the 2 from Remedy. So, I'm going to mention 5 games that I like that Sony's conference. Okay? Even though 2 of them are multiplex. Again, as I said, it could be multiplex at your conference, but that's just the mayonnaise on the hamburger, or the ketchup, or the secret sauce. I'm just saying. Now, on to the main thing. They showed The Last of Us, and I'm looking at Ellie. I want to tell you people something that don't know something, right? Ellie is bisexual. She's not gay. She's bisexual. Another thing that you folks didn't realize is you're going to see Ellie grow up. She's going to be 19, but the chick with the big ass arm and the hammer, that's Ellie. That's not Ellie. No, nigga, that's Ellie. And the chick on the comic book that says American Daughters, the pregnant chick, that's Ellie. There's a male character in this game. I don't know if it's the Asian boy or it's this other black character or this other white guy character that's in this game that she meets later on. I'm hearing that this game is like 40 hours long. 40. And there's side missions in it. So you might get up to almost 50 hours with The Last of Us Part 2. Game of the year. This year, it's going to be Spider-Man, God of War, and Detroit Become Human. If them niggas don't say Detroit Become Human and Spider-Man and God of War Game of the Year, Jeff Keighley, I will never watch your show again. And if you wanted me to be honest, real talk, if I would say for story, this year, don't nothing beat Detroit Become Human. When you cry on a game, it's that. Back to the comments. So, I would say this. After looking at the gameplay, after looking at it, The Last of Us, if it comes out next year, which I suspect is a Game of the Year contender. Game of the Year contender. That was the best looking thing at E3. Until Ghost of Tsushima. Now, the aesthetic makes the game look, because there's so many more colors. There's a lot of green and brown in The Last of Us. I love the color red. Suwoo. I'm not Suwoo, nigga. I'm from Chicago. We got BDs and GDs and Vice Lords and Black Pea Stones and this bitch. Ain't no Crips and Bloods here. Anyway, it is a lot of beautiful color. And when I saw the game, and this is an origin story. Here it is, friends. To you, Jet Li Swagger, if you watch this, there's a game coming out that has the origin story of the first ninja. That's a day one buy for you, nigga. I know. We don't talk no more, but that's okay. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. So, Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing. People say, oh, the frame rate is kind of blurry. Nigga, you nitpick everything. Anyway, fuck it. So it's not perfect. What game is perfect? I think that Halo that you niggas was playing last year wasn't perfect. That Gears of War you played wasn't perfect. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. The game looked amazing. The sword play looked amazing. He did the one, he pulled the sword out and sliced the motherfucking Mongolians around his chest area and that nigga died. That shit was amazing. Last of Us, amazing. Ghost of Tsushima, amazing. That's 2 games. That's better than anything they showed at Microsoft. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say it right now. And you motherfuckers who won't listen to this don't have to believe me. I will say this right now. Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2 is going to look way better than Cyberpunk. By a lot. Not by a look, by a lot. Cyberpunk may be a longer game. Cyberpunk may be a better game. But it ain't going to look better than those 2. I'm sorry to tell you. You can say what the fuck you want to say. It ain't going to look better. Sorry. So we move on from 2 great games going into the 2 third-party games I want to talk about. I'm going to leave my best for last with my third-party part. But this game called Control with another main character as a female protagonist. I'm going to talk about this female protagonist thing, right? So, I'm a 41-year-old black man, right? I've been playing video games since the ColecoVision. We had a ColecoVision, nigga. We had a motherfucking ColecoVision. We had an Atari. We had a Nintendo. We had a Super Nintendo. We had a Sega Genesis, right? Now, in all the time that I played video games, there was very seldom there were any female characters. And there was even less so of characters that were female of a different ethnic group, and less so of a black character of any ethnic group or any male group. In today's world, there are more characters of more nationalities. Now, I'm hearing these motherfuckers say, another female, so what? Nigga, you don't have a problem with playing with a white man? I want to go over this real quick, right? I'm a big fan of the game called Dead or Alive. Big fan of Dead or Alive. Kasumi. Let me tell you something, right? Know the character Kasumi. Go back to Dead or Alive 3, right? And go back to Dead or Alive 2. Kasumi, don't look at her color. Kasumi had Beyonce's face. If you look at Beyonce's face from Pay My Bills, look at Beyonce's face from when she was like 19, 20. And look at the character Kasumi from Dead or Alive. The faces are identical. But also her face looked very Asian. As I looked at the latest Dead or Alive game, she looks very European. But that's not an issue. She's still a female character. I don't care. But I'm just saying that these people get off on skin color, racial identity, and if you're male or female, do it even matter? We're all freaking human. But it matters to some, not to all, but it is what it is. Now, let's go back into this, right? So, all these assholes going around talking about World War II and talking about the Battlefield game and all that, and all these female characters. Let me ask you something, brother. It shouldn't matter to you. Is the game good? Is the story good? Well, they shoehorning it in. Let me ask you a question. How many times have they shoehorned the game in with a white dude? To be honest with you, the white dude, the main character being a white male, is so motherfucking generic. It's generic, nigga. Now, it may become generic to have all your characters black dudes or females. Maybe we'll get there. But we ain't gonna get a chance to get there because when somebody says, why are these females on these games? Why you give a shit? Shit is retarded. Y'all niggas really blow me on that one. All these females. Why all these black motherfuckers? Remember the black dude on the cover of motherfucking Battlefield 1? These motherfuckers had a nervous breakdown. Tell you how they don't teach motherfuckers nothing in school. One of the most decorated American divisions in World War I was the Harlem Hellcats, the Harlem Hellfighters. These were one of the most decorated army groups from America, with the Harlem Hellfighters. You didn't know them motherfuckers were black, but you know it now. Back over to these games here. Before I move on, I just want to say this. Please get off the idea, this bad idea to have female main characters. Please get off the bad idea that we shouldn't have main. Look, I want to play with a Latina. I want to play, well, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. I want to play with one of them characters. I want to play with I want to play with a black female. I want to play with a black male protagonist, a male Hispanic protagonist. Shouldn't matter. Actually, I want to play with all that. So, over to the game control. It looks like Quantum Break, but better. Looks better. Looks better. It's a decent looking game. I like it. And day one buy. Give it up to Remedy. Coming out in 2019. Day one buy. Over to the game franchise that is my most beloved. I have two. Final Fantasy and Resident Evil. Now, for you all who don't know, right? I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, right? They did two things in this game that anybody who's a real Resident Evil nut like I am, they did, right? So the first thing they did was they went back and got the gameplay from Resident Evil 4, the original. Not the Resident Evil 4 that we played with Leon in Spain. They got the Resident Evil original when Leon went to Germany at the castle. And he has a flashlight. And he aims the gun the same exact way, and they have the dramatic camera that follows close behind. And when he passes by a window, Leon will pass by a window with a zombie standing on the other side. So that's one. Number two, they went back and took the characters from Resident Evil 1.5. The zombies are Resident Evil 1.5. There's fat zombies. There are more female zombies. The dismemberment, like when you shoot a zombie, a piece of their flesh fly off their head. Day one buy. Day one. It's like me going to go vote this year. When they say, Mr. Jones, you go vote against the Republican Party, punch a Democrat. I don't like J.G. Personal racist ass. Punch a Democrat. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, that's another story. Another story. Anyway, the game was amazing. And I'm going to say this. Capcom with Resident Evil took Sony's cue. And the game looks amazing. The game is going to sell like hotcakes. I'm going to tell you right now, next year, Game of the Year contender. In January. Until Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima come out, of course, it's going to get killed. But, yo, I'm going to buy that game day one. On to my last pick for Game of the Year. Well, this year. Spider-Man. They say Spider-Man may have close to 50 hours of gameplay content. That you get the whole entire New York City and all its motherfucking boroughs, nigga. All its boroughs. The 5 boroughs of New York City. And Spider-Man. You know what that means? You know what that means? That means this year, Sony has 3 Game of the Year contenders and Microsoft has 0. El zippo. Nada. No chatter or the nada. They ain't got no yayo neither. They got a 0. Maybe they ain't got uno or cuatro or tres. They got, Sony has 3. Let me stop speaking Spanish, nigga. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, I love it. Spider-Man looks amazing. It has a lot of the different, it has like the Sinister 6 characters. And this right here, I know they keep talking, these idiots keep talking about Disney. Disney has no control over this situation. Spider-Man is owned by Sony, not Disney. It's Sony's own Spider-Man. And I go one step far. Sony owns all the Spider-Man cinematic universe. Wait a minute. Say it again. Sony owns all the Spider-Man cinematic universe. I want to give y'all another rumor that I heard that's on the dark web. Not the white web, but the dark web, right? EA is about to, the other company that Microsoft is trying to buy is CD Red. That was rejected. So CD Red is not going to become part of Microsoft. So they're aiming for another, it's either Criterion. They're trying to get Criterion. They're trying to get another studio from a company that already has a bunch of studios, but none of these are Sony studios. But don't worry about it. They're trying to get another 2 studios that's going to get announced in the next few months. So you'll hear about Microsoft acquiring 2 new studios, but they're not very big studios. They're like smaller studios. They're trying to complace those fans when they only going to do nothing but destroy those studios. But anyway, let's move forward. Back over to the PlayStation God tier machine. Okay, so Spider-Man is amazing. And I think this is the first game in a series. I think we're going to get Peter Parker for Spider-Man 1. The Spider-Man 2 game will be Miles Morales. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Did you just say Miles Morales? Miles Morales is going to be Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. And Glenn, the girl with the red hoodie, she's going to be the character of Spider-Man 3. It's going to be Spider-Woman. So that's all I got to say about that. Now let's go over to these people in these YouTube streets and on these Twitter streets losing their goddamn mind. Microsoft won. Sony's in trouble. Let me tell you something, people. You people on the Xbox side of the aisle. I'm not talking about everybody, so please don't get it twisted. I'm being honest here. You people have been saying that Sony's been in trouble for 5 years. And the only person in trouble has been Microsoft. I'm also hearing that you guys swallowed this idea that Microsoft is almost at 40 million consoles. If Microsoft was at 40 million consoles, Microsoft be talking about it. Microsoft ain't nowhere near no 40 million consoles. If they near 40 million consoles this year at E3, even though Sony said they're not going to talk about the next generation, Microsoft talked about the next generation of consoles. Microsoft is coming out next in 2020 holiday. Sony's coming out next year. And the truth of the matter is, I think the ideal and the planning phase of this console are almost done. I think it's going to be that Navi mixed with that Vega GPU CPU combination. It's going to be 11.5 to about 10.9 teraflops. That's what you're looking at. Microsoft, on the other hand, will go higher with the teraflops. It's going to be like 13 or 14, maybe 15. They want to be higher. But with all that power, won't be no great responsibility because their game's still going to look like shit. But that's another story. Let me not start talking like that. I'm not trying to fanboy it out. All right, so in the future, that's what I wanted to say. In the future, I'm going to try to refrain from being so hard about this. But I just have to call the bullshit on this. Like they're talking about Sony needs to allow people to do crossplay. Like I said once before in one of these live streams, fuck that. No, Sony don't cater this shit. Let Microsoft play with. Listen, I love Ashley Luca. I wish I could get her on my friend list. I would talk to that girl all the time. She funny as shit. Scumcast motherfuckers are hilarious. But do I want to play with Xbox niggas on my PlayStation? No, I don't. Well, what happens next generation if Microsoft's number one? It ain't gonna happen. I'm just telling you the motherfucking truth. The motherfucking facts, nigga. It ain't gonna happen. Microsoft ain't never gonna be number one. You get that the fuck up out your head. Please get it out your head, cause they ain't never gonna be number one again. It ain't gonna happen because they're too invested in trying to beat Sony instead of trying to be the best that they can be. They're too invested in trying to beat Sony. Which I understand that Sony is your main competitor. I get that. I get that 100%. I really do. But the problem is that you are missing the fact that Sony is not the reason why you're losing. You are the reason why you're losing. But you know what? It's like you're speaking to a brick wall. And they don't want to hear that shit. Nah, nigga. Nah, you's a lie, motherfucker. Oh, Lord. Now I'm lying. Making shit up. Well, I'm not. So, at the end of the day, good people, I think it's really good that we had a very decent E3. When they say who won, the gamers won. No, actually, in my opinion, if I want to go by games, Sony won. You want to go by presentation, then Microsoft won, if that's what you're into. But at the same time, I play games, not presentations. As a straight, I just bit your shit, Foxy Games UK, because you say you play games, not corporations. See how a nigga, I'm sorry. See how a person give out a shout out in the thing? When you niggas hear somebody tell you something, please give credit where credit's due. That's all a brother wanted, some recognition. Jesus. Oh, wait a minute. That is nice. That yellow. Oh, yellow. That red is decent too. Let me try that blue. Damn, I can't get the blue. Wood. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I'm gonna try that black one. Ooh, that other green kind of top too. I'm gonna try the yellow. Oh, yellow. Okay, let's go back. Let's go over to combat shotgun. I don't want that. Fire kills, okay. Okay. Let's move it on. Let's mosey on over to this thing. Oh, no, I ain't got enough of that one. Okay. We're doing light machine gun. We're doing this one. And we're doing this one. Okay. That's my 3. Okay. So, as I said, good people, I am very happy with my PlayStation. And I'm not going to change that. Some of you guys can, you can buy and play what you want to play. But I'm happy with what I got. And I'm not going to change that, So, at the end of the day, the most important thing is for you to be happy with what you're going to play. And I think that's the most important thing, to be honest with you. If you like it, I love it. If you don't, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? So do your thing, and I think that's the most important thing. Please be nice to each other. Let's be good to each other. Let's get these games. Let us not hate on one another because we don't like another person's purchase. And at the end of the day, that's what it's always about. Your purchase is your purchase, and you should be happy with it. I'm happy with my PlayStation. I love my PlayStation, and I don't want no other console. Other people may want other consoles, and that's fine, but not for me. I'm a PlayStation guy, and I'm proud to be a PlayStation guy. And like you're a Toys R Us kid, I'm a PlayStation dude. You know, let us be love on that one, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but love on that one, baby. One love, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got that off my chest. I had to grind my gears. Talk that talk is back in full effect. So, you know, there's going to be those that don't like what I said. That's okay. You don't got to like what I said. You know, just enjoy it. Like, let's have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 100% of me being right. It's just that it seems like I end up being that way sometimes, you know? You could be right too. If you ever open your mind and close your mouth sometimes and think. But I know a lot of people don't do that, and that's fine. We have a right to be what we want to be in this world. That's how God made us. Some people, they ain't gonna say that. Woo! Wait. Woo! I just smoked that nigga. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, that nigga brow. Bye-bye. Holy shit. Woo. Oh, wow. Well, I feel kind of rusty tonight. I feel like chicken tonight. Wow. You know, I hate when they do that. I hate when they spawn you right here. Oh my God, this nigga's sniping. Damn, son. I hate when these niggas doing the sniper rifle shit. God damn, that motherfucker snipe took out both people. How the fuck did he hit me that? All that sniping, you still losing. All that fucking sniping. All that sniping, still losing. Well, you know, we went in this round, but you know. No, I just hate when they be sniping, man. God damn. I don't like that shit. Look at this shit. Still sniping. Oh my God. that was the first round. Still got 56 kills. Damn. But you know I die a lot though, so dying and winning. Winning and dying. Fucking sniper. Well, I would have got way more kills than what from goddamn snipers. No, knocking my goddamn head off. Filling my skull back to the white meat. I couldn't do it, baby. Couldn't do it. We're gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna get off here for the night, good people. No, at the end of the day, it's all love, brothers and sisters, and no hate, you know? It's all about loving each other. For me, at least, you know? For other people, it's about something else, you know? Everybody got their own little bullshit they got going on. So for me, it's all about love. I don't hate nobody. I love y'all equally. Because y'all God's children. I know some people don't feel like that, but you know what? People gonna feel the way they want to motherfucking feel at the end of the day. So I'm gonna finish this one off. And do this last one. I'm gonna call my girl for a little while. Then I'm gonna take my black ass to sleep. Cause I got things to do and people to see. So you know, I'll probably listen to my live stream for a second, then I'm gonna go over and listen to that, watch some more of that show. I'm telling you people, when you get it, y'all got some Netflix, go watch that show. Or if you got YouTube, look it up. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good show. It got a lot of love in it. A lot of good love. Ooh, son of a bitch. Wow. That motherfucker switched from shotgun, sniper rifle, shotgun, sniper. What the fuck? Come on, bruh. God damn. I hate that shit. Ooh, them niggas came through like... Oh my God, yeah. Fuck. I hate that, man, when they do that shit. That's on track. Oh my God. Fucking shotgun galore. Fuck! Oh boy. rifle between this motherfucker's legs? Holy crap. Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. This is crazy. I'm shooting him, man. Ooh, Jesus. It's gonna be a tough fight. It's like it's not easy. This motherfucking sniper rifle, bruh. What the fuck? Come on, man. Bitches, burn. Game over. What happened? Oh my God. It just ended. I know why I'm fucking quick cheating ass scope sniping nigga. The fuck? Oh my God. Yeah, you fake bitch. Uh-huh, you too, flipper. All three of those done. people, I'm about to say goodnight and one love and God bless. I had fun with it tonight. It was quite interesting. Wasn't bad. It was fun to the media. Let's keep it going. Let's be happy. Let's be good. Mm-hmm.